So the structures. Not cool.
I
Hey,
know, right?
psychedelic.
Yeah.
It should be up now if you wanted to look for it. You actually get to see me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The weird looking white guy
Aren't we
that you
all?
would never expect. Oh god.
I mean, you did say Montana, right? That sounds
Yeah. I'm not from here though.
powerfully cool. Okay.
Yeah. Not from here though.
What brought you to Montana?
I prefer not to talk about it now that I'm streaming, if that's okay.
No
Yeah,
worries.
that's one of those things that just kind of gotta keep to myself.
I will not pry.
Ah, there we go. So basically what I am doing today is I am just going to I built a aircraft that basically flies on solar energy, and I am just trying to land it on my aircraft carrier and see if
Got
I
it.
could take it off, make it take off from my aircraft carrier. That's another key part.
Yeah.
But yeah, it flies. It's got really tiny propellers.
Solid. Yeah. I love that they spin at like a very slow looking RPM.
They're actually spinning extremely fast. It's just the game isn't going to keep up to it.
Right.
It's 460
Exactly. It's like,
rotations per minute. It's just the frames per second can't keep up with it.
yeah. It's like if you videotape using your phone to video like a helicopter's propellers or
Yeah,
like a plane's propellers or something like that. It just looks exactly like you're seeing
yeah.
now.
I will say this though. I do. Oh god, I made a mistake. Let's do this real quick, and then
Most of the time that follows after you say I do.
sorry. Um. So it with this what I'm flying right now, because you can see you're looking at it now, right? Yeah. So it spins at 480 um, meters a second,
Those clearly look like
and typical white guy.
you ginger.
No,
I think you're a ginger.
no, you're funny though. I landed it. First try.
Nice. It's got like a 10-second delay.
Oh, then I ruined it for you.
Now you landed it on that screen. That's not good. Mine does that too whenever I stream for Midnight's. Um, Phase at one point was watching to give Buddy some guidance on piloting by.
I see.
He was giving advice about 10 seconds too late.
Yeah.
That's funny. See if I can grab one of these propellers. There we go. Okay.
Should've
Do
gotten
that.
I might actually have to go do that. I forgot to do that.
Come on, there we go. I got that one too.
It's pointless.
Okay, so now I should be able to drive backwards.
Use your friends.
So I didn't know Kerbal Space Program. Actually, you could do planes. I thought it was literally just.
No, I've got rockets. I've got airplanes. You could actually do submarines. It's just very, very difficult.
That's.
Yep, definitely just messed that up, but okay. Maybe alright.
Should I try making a melee hub?
Those are actually really annoying, by the way. Melee hovers.
Oh, they are
Yes.
It's funny.
So, like, imagine you having a... I need to just set these up to where these... I could change the rotation of the actual blades. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, I keep missing it. There we go. It make it where I could change the direction of the blades. Okay. See if I can take off first try.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Well, good night, dude.
Zoop.
Yeah, nope. That didn't work like I thought I was going to. But yeah, you could build airplanes, boats. Obviously, you can see my boat. It's
Right.
just me being stupid.
Wonder if a downward facing temporal. It's worth it.
No, I was so close. I was actually really close that time. Trying to get to lift off now. See if I could get it to lift off of the aircraft carrier. It doesn't. So if I added one more set of propellers to this and made it an 8 propeller motor, right, to where it has 8 propellers, it would be a lot faster and it would take off a lot faster. But I don't like the way that the 8 propeller looks. So I try to stick to like 6 as a max. And I think I hinder myself more often than not doing that. Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, nope. Definitely not gonna work this time around. Nope. 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 Alright, crashed. Let's just finish out that crash there. Whee! Alright. Load save. Quick save. I'm gonna set this up differently this time. I'm gonna take a little bit more time. I'm gonna try and actually get it to where it'll stay upright. Yeah. It's a fun airplane to fly though, because it flies so slow but can get going really fast.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's see what I can do about this.
And these hovers are
Yeah, it doesn't bother me that much, man.
Stream.
Oh god, yeah, nope, that didn't work out in my favor at all. Try this one more time. Now that I actually saved it, it'll start back up from where it was. Corrected everything. And my airplane said, I want to go straight. It did not want to turn at all.
That narrator. It did not.
It did not want to turn. Okay. There we go.
Nice. So, do you control, like, both of the little pilot guys?
I can. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! I was right there. What a sad day.
Oh. No.
It was just enough to make it stall. It was just enough to make it stall in the air and land. Because this thing takes off at an abnormally slow speed. Like, if you watch any of the other videos that I have with me landing aircraft on the aircraft carriers, I normally land around 40 meters to 70 meters a second. And then I take off at about 35 to 40 meters a second. That's what I have to take off at to actually get them in the air. This one could take off at 20 meters a second, or 22 meters a second.
Dang.
Which is, yeah, really slow. Okay. I'm gonna try something here. Okay. There we go. That's much better. That's a much better setup. Okay.
Looks like your stream might have frozen.
Might have froze? It may have froze, actually, honestly. I don't know. Wait a second. Oh, yep, nope, that didn't work. No, that was 11 days ago. That was 8 days ago. I don't know why my stream would have froze for you. Might have just paused.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it just paused. Oh man, I get to go to work tomorrow. I'm so excited to go to work tomorrow, guys.
Ooh. Stuff.
Yeah, it's a great time. Okay. Why are my propellers messed up? See how my propellers are messed up? The Kraken's grabbing a hold of my game right now, and I don't appreciate it. That's the physics bugs, by the way. That's the bug name for this game. Yeah, the Kraken comes and grabs you from the sea. It's the space Kraken. It just rips your entire ship apart for no reason in midair.
I like it.
Yeah. Why are my propellers still messed up? Whatever. See what happens. Still gives me forward momentum.
Real world, what's up, dude? What's up? I'm just in life. I'm about to try to play some 24.
Some what?
I think lit 24 maybe. Real just happened.
I see.
Always lit and stick.
Yeah, my plane does not like me right now. Keeps stalling out. I think it's because I adjusted the back ailerons a little too much. I just can't believe you know about Kerbal Space Program, man.
I think it's. I wouldn't say it's like the most popular thing in the world, but it's definitely not like unheard of.
People act like it's unheard of, though.
It's probably a time where I was watching mostly Space Kerbal program videos on YouTube.
Oh, well, you might know who I am then. Come on. No! I almost did it that time.
I like watching that dude who builds giant spacecraft that can do like single stage to orbit, and then he can visit like 4
Matt
planets with the one ship. It's not Matt. It's the some other dude. He's got like it's like Corbin Blanche or something like.
There's a new guy.
Like a big word. No. This has been around forever. I can't think of what his name is though. He does a really good job. Like he has some with comments, but most of it's like really cinematic. He has a bunch of camera angles.
Pretty sure that's
music.
Matt. Is that not Matt Lone?
I mean, unless that's his name, but that's not the channel's name.
YouTube. Yeah, for whatever reason you're not pulling up actual YouTube, which is annoying. Okay, there we go. Kerbal Space Program. And then filter by channel. Mike Abbin, Matt Lone, Reed Captain, Stratzenblitz, Danny.
Stratzenblitz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
A true man of culture.
No, it's not me. I mean, that's the guy though.
The other guy I was thinking was Scott Manley.
Oh, I watched Scott Manley. Some of his I like his stuff. He drinks while he's interviewing someone, or while he's playing Kerbal Space Program, while he's also talking to someone. It's pretty funny.
So I got a question for you,
but
real world.
I watch. He's like an engineer, so I watch his other space content.
Have you seen the guy who has an aircraft carrier and tries landing airplanes on it?
Oh, he has like, it's a flying aircraft carrier, and then he.
No, not that one. Not that one. He just has an aircraft carrier like right outside of that space station or that space center. He tries landing airplanes on it. No.
I mean, I've seen a lot of really like well-working airplanes.
That would be me, by the way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I'm actually streaming it right now. Trying to lift off from my aircraft carrier with one of my slowest flying airplanes. But it's really bad because this airplane is not maintaining speed enough for me to actually lift off. And it's really obnoxious because I know it could take off and continue flying. It's just that it's not, for whatever reason, the propellers got flipped sideways from one of the saves to one of the loads. So like as I was loading the game over and over, the propellers flipped weird, and now it just seems like it's not producing and it's only like a meter a second of thrust. It's not that much of a difference, but it's enough with this airplane because it takes off at like 22 meters a second. Yeah, which is really obnoxious.
Oh yeah, because I was thinking about the helicarrier that Stratton Blitz.
Yeah, I saw that. That was insane.
One from like Marvel.
Yeah, he basically built that.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's cool.
In the game, and then flew it to a different planet, and then was flying it around on the planet and taking off with different aircraft off of it. Like it was pretty.
Oh, it's
pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty. That's why
it took him.
Just, like, really nice.
It took him way too long to do that. You know that, right?
Yeah. He lands. He like does a lot of things that like land in the water. Because he does one where he like he tries to get. You have to like sample the ocean on a bunch of different planets, and he like does the mission where he comes out and samples the ocean. Gets like gets like a. I don't know what it's called, but he does it on a bunch of different planets on a single trip. That's
a lot.
And then takes off the planet service. Yeah.
No, that's just it's cool. It's a lot. It's fun to watch, but I would never get to that level. That's just too much, man. I couldn't keep people.
Oh yeah, he probably spends a ton of time.
And the fact that he's not like doing it while streaming so that people could actually watch, like.
Yeah, I don't know if he does like Twitch or anything. I don't think so though, because I've seen like some videos where he talked about how he needed to take a break because of other things he was working on, and it seems like he just likes to make the videos. I would never be able to do that. I did streaming for a little bit, but I can't. I don't care enough about them like making a video to spend a ton of time like producing it. I did it once and it really sucked. It was a tutorial on something on how to use OBS, and then by the time I made it, the update came out and it made what I said obsolete. It was a workaround for something, a feature that I didn't know they were gonna come out with it the next update, and it was like it had to do with like video transitions. It was really cool because I made a way for you to do video transitions. They literally added it in the next update. Where you could just do like stinger transitions.
So that's how it was. So that's kind of how it was for me with Halo 3 into Halo 4. Like I know you're talking about OBS, but like Halo 3 to Halo Reach, whenever they took Forge and made it to where there was no skill to Forge whatsoever. Like in Halo 3, to place blocks in the air, you had to freeze them there in specific ways, and you had to make certain ways to like. There was certain ways to glitch blocks into each other to make like smooth like. Because I built mongoose tracks on Halo 3 whenever I was younger. Like, that's what I used to do. And so like whenever Halo Reach came out, it made it super easy for everyone else to do it, and it made me not want to play any Halo ever again.
I remember, yeah, I remember doing the Forge. I didn't do it the hard way. I probably did it the easy way.
Yeah, it just
I did a couple of maps. It was pretty awesome. Like you could only teleport. I called it the room. So everybody spawned in this hallway, which was like filled with pillars, and there was like these spawn points to get you into the room, and then the room was like kind of like a kill box, and so you could try to survive in the hallway, but it was like there was no strategy. You couldn't see who was around the corner like 2 feet away from you, and then when you went into the box, it was the room. It was awesome.
yeah.
It was a fun map to play on.
So I had another one where it was literally the vents. I called it the vents, and you started out in a room, and then all of the rooms are like it was all so it was a couple of rooms, and then there was ventilation that was connecting each room to each other. So like you would literally be climbing through vents crouched, shooting at people as you're going around, like clearing ventilation systems where you had to crouch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But once again, that was a map that was made before you could just place blocks into each other. You had to glitch them into each other. So it took a lot of skill to do that. But that's a time whenever, not many people could do it. So whenever you built something like that, everyone was like, oh my God, so cool. And you got praise. And then now Halo Reach makes it accessible for so like the accessibility basically made it to where you can't be a pro anymore. And it's kind of like that with the OBS. Like you showed people how to do this cool aspect, and then they ruined it by coming out with the update to make it more accessible. But for companies to continue on, they have to be accessible, and it just is what it is. It's just innovation, and a lot of people that are like me, I'm a stick in the mud. It is what it is. Okay, let's see if I can get this down pat this time.
Right. I know what I want to do. I want to make a new blueprint spot. I really don't understand why you can't just add a blueprint spot.
Oh, I got stuck in a spot where I couldn't get it. I don't think it's going to be possible.
You know what I'm talking? Psych, you know what I'm talking about?
Adding a blueprint spot?
Yeah, like if you want to just add a blueprint spot, I mean, you go to storage and just use the blueprints. But if you want to expand, you have to go to the exhibition. Like,
Yeah.
and there's an expand button. I don't understand why there's not an expand button in the blueprints in the garage, since it also expands that.
I think once they're the same thing.
No, I know they're the same thing, but I'm saying, like, right now I've got, what is it? I've got 11, I guess, in the garage. Yeah, I've got 11 in the garage, which means there's an empty spot on the second page. You know what I'm saying? Like underneath the last blueprint. And it doesn't make sense why there's not an also like an expand button there.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Like, it would make sense.
Yeah. Because it's not called an exhibition spot. It's literally called a blueprint spot.
You're exactly right.
I wasn't even sure that it was going to do that when I made my first one. I thought it was just going to expand my exhibition, because that was the only place the button was.
Right, but they use both for both of them use the storage. That's
Oh God, I cannot figure out how to work the controls. Okay, there we go. I was trying to build with cross-out controls again in Kerbal Space Program, and it don't work.
Oh, that would kill me. I still try to use the old crossout controls sometimes, and I just exit the build instead of whatever
yeah.
it did
It was
before.
annoying. They did that with like no warning.
Yeah,
I mean, there
exactly.
probably
Like
was a
all
warning,
of a sudden,
but I didn't read
oh
it.
man, that first day, dude, I was just exiting the build like every time I tried to. I think it was Instead, they swapped accessing the storage, like your parts, and exiting the build or like finalizing the build. So like I
who
just
thought that
kept.
was a good idea?
I have no idea. I don't know who was like, oh, I wish it was this button instead. It was only. I learned it that way, and that's why it was fine that way. I don't
Right.
see what difference it would ever make.
Well, mine's just switching back and forth between games that's messing me up.
Oh yeah, I actually don't play more than one game at a time because I can't do it. Like I get certain muscle memories that there's no way. I tried playing I was playing Red Dead, Mirror's Edge, and Titanfall 1. And I was going for Mirror's Edge award, which was not shooting anyone in the whole game. So I hadn't shot a cop, and I was like 2/3 of the way through the game, and I accidentally pressed a button from like Red Dead, and I picked up a gun and shot. Like it automatically grabbed the gun, and I pressed the wrong button, and I shot a person, and there was like this little tiny sentence in your save file that said like that award was still active, and it went away. And even though I
Reload
didn't
the save.
that, and I went back to my original save, yeah, it still wasn't there, and I literally didn't play Mirror's Edge anymore. I was so pissed that it happened.
Jesus.
I stopped playing Mirror's Edge.
I'd be pretty ticked off
Honestly,
too,
I
though.
can't say I would do anything different.
I only like doing things like that. Like I'm so addicted to doing things differently that like once it was impossible, I was like, man.
So,
other people who beat the game.
Do you remember Halo ODST?
I don't think I played it a lot. I played Reach and I played 2 the most.
It was
and a little bit
Halo
less.
3 ODST. It came out after Halo 3, but it had the same multiplayer as Halo 3. Like it had its own disc to hop on multiplayer with Halo 3, but you couldn't play the Halo 3 campaign.
Yeah.
Dude, I beat that entire game on Legendary first playthrough. Like,
Wow.
I did not bother playing any difficulty, and I didn't play with anyone. I had no one help me. Like, I soloed it by myself on Legendary first playthrough. And I literally, like, anyone would ask me, like, hey, you want to play this? I'm like, no, I want to finish it. And then whenever I finished it and I started playing it with other people, they were like, holy crap, your solo is already completed at Legendary. Like, you know, and it was a shock factor, which is kind of funny.
See, the funny thing is I like playing with other people so much that a lot of games that I've played in the past, it took me forever to beat the single player if I ever even did.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to be smarter than bots. You know?
Okay, why is it that whenever I switched to 8 propellers and it's making me slower? How is that possible?
Weird. 8 for
Yeah, I switched to 8 propellers and I am somehow going slower.
You mean like 8 of the thingies, like those that you're pointing at? Oh, I say those, but it's a 10-second delay. What are the blades? 8 blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that would slow you down. It's like it shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't. Oh boy, that made a huge difference. Might help if I actually, you know, turn up the torque. Watch, this thing's gonna take off like a fucking rocket now. Oh yeah, yep. Maybe that's why I couldn't fly with the 6-blade.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's weird. How many rotations am I getting though? Getting the full RPM. So weird. I'll never get it. I'm going to leave the party though.
Yo,
No,
mother-
yeah, hey, I'm streaming. Hold on. I'm gonna head out. I'm streaming. I'm gonna head out real quick.
Clay, I need to tell you.
I'm
something.
out. Yep. Nope. 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 Can't get caught with the bad language on here. It's very annoying. Yep. Do I even want to know what it says? Ooh. Nothing against Dana. He just likes to use some questionable language that is not curse words like I normally use. So Alright, let's see now if I can manage to get this thing to take off. Oh, that's better already. Already starting at a better position. Save craft, quick save, yes. And there we go. I did it. And And I am charging enough that I am not using any energy. In other words, this would be a great plane to use on another planet. Yep, it worked. Beautiful. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. If you guys like the stream, please leave a like. If you're new around here and you want to see more of this content, please subscribe. And